Alright, hey guys, welcome back to ACA. Johnny and I are going to be reviewing the Bolivar Belicosos Finos from 2001. The box code on this is OSU AGO. Is it AGO?
Yeah, I think it was AGO. Yeah.
2001. These are super dark for a 17-year-old cigar now. Construction is amazing. Kind of like almost like a musty kind of smell to it. It's got kind of like a light oakiness.
Yeah.
Almost. The wrappers are really oily and dark.
Yeah, I've never smelled a cigar similar to this. This is not the traditional, like, the cedar you can smell when you open up a fresh box, but the smells well, beautiful. It's really light, and yeah, I think the wrapper, as Nate was saying, very oily. There's slight whiteness to it, which I think is blue, which for a 17-year-old I'm expecting some really nice flavours to come out of this, so hopefully it's going to be super creamy.
Yeah, this does not look like a 17-year-old cigar at all. I'm super excited.
Cool.
Alright.
Should we
cut these up?
Yeah, let's cut them up and let's go in. Oh, we're drinking a 12-year, I think it's Bolivar. I think is how you pronounce this. So it's the first time we've actually tried this, so we thought we'd try and pair something. It smells quite sweet, so we're hoping to go for a whiskey that complements this creamy cigar, hopefully.
I love whiskey.
Yeah, it's an Isla. Wow. Draws. Good.
Yeah, the draw is not too loose, it's firm.
Yeah.
It's I'm definitely getting that earthiness. I've not had that many Bolivars actually, but definitely tasting that earthiness. Almost a little bit of sweetness, but I'm not sure if that's just it coming off of the wrapper.
Yeah, well, the draw's great on this one. Hopefully, it means good construction. It's pretty solid. There's no tough bits. It's not too springy. For me, the flavours are. I do get a bit of sweetness to it. Yeah, a bit of hints of maybe a bit of nuttiness. But yeah, promising. You want to light up first, or?
Yeah, let's. I guess we'll come back after we've lit this up and gone through the first third with further comments. Then. So we're back at the end of the first third. Johnny, what do you think?
Wow, it's the first third. I'm blown away. I'm expecting vintage, to be super smooth, creamy, but it's exceeding expectations. It's so good. Like from the first puff, I was getting full body, loads of flavour. I was getting hints of almonds, a bit of creaminess, maybe a bit of sweetness as well. I don't quite think it's cocoa, but there is some sweetness there that I don't know what exactly it is, but yeah, it's been really, really good. Only issue for me so far is that I had a slight crack in the foot, and burns been a bit wonky, but it's fixing itself, I think, so it's still going really well. But yeah, really, really happy so far.
And it's your first Bolivar?
Yeah, my first ever Bolivar, so I can only probably go downhill from here, I guess. Might as well start like,
start up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta agree, like on the first light up, it was getting a bit of sweetness at the back, kind of at the back of your mouth. It's kind of very leathery, which is a bit surprising. It's kind of a leathery earthiness to me, which I was kind of surprised about, because I've had too many Bolivars in the past, and typically leathery is not kind of a characteristic that I get off of them. I kind of associate that more a bit with Trinidad's. But for Trinidad's, for me, they're almost like a leathery, kind of like a tea kind of aspect there. The sweetness only was at the very beginning for me, and now it's kind of transitioned. It's been smooth the whole way. The burn is perfect.
Yours is amazing.
Ash is perfect.
Yeah.
Now I'm almost getting a slight nuttiness, almost kind of a a very dry kind of cocoa-y type flavor there as well. So yeah, I mean, top notch. I'm sorry we don't have more boxes of these.
Yeah, kind of gutted there was only one box to buy, because to be honest, we would definitely bought more if there were more available now. After tasting and sampling it, it's just like, oh, yeah, these are really, really good. So yeah.
Alright, and we'll be coming back with our next review. Next review? Are we going to be able to do the next review with the 2017 Belicosos Finos?
Potentially, I don't know.
Okay.
We've got a blind tasting coming up next. I think
Okay.
it's my turn to do the blind tasting.
Okay.
So
so maybe, and we need to let them rest a bit. So
yeah.
Anyway, we'll be coming up in the next couple reviews or so with the review of the 2017.
Yeah.
The 2017
Yeah.
Belicosos Finos. So we'll be able to compare and let you guys know. All right.
So
We are back at the end of the second third. This cigar is definitely a powerhouse. I think both of us are starting to feel it a little bit.
Yeah.
Wonder if it has something to do with this particular box. I mean, just they were so dark, and like we said earlier, just couldn't believe that this was a 17-year-old cigar. Just having a look at them, they look like a Partagas, from 2017. For me, this is actually. I feel like even though I say that, this has gotten a little less full-bodied from the first third. It's gotten a little bit smoother, if that's even possible. It's very elegant in a way. I feel I don't get that sweetness. Well, I picked up that sweetness for a little bit, and now it's kind of gone again. Kind of in the middle of my second third. I have. To me, it's still very leathery. I would say leather, honestly, is probably the most consistent flavor I'm getting out of it. It's been hasn't changed massively, but that's not a criticism. I mean, it's a beautiful cigar. It's so smooth.
Yeah. For me, I was getting the fruit that I'd worked out. It's like the dried cherries. It was that kind of sweetness. It was really nice on the retrohale. Still creamy. As Nate said, it's definitely got stronger for me. I think it's developed to be a more fuller cigar. The first third was probably a medium to full, and now it's definitely more of a full body for me. The flavors are great. There's no spice to it. It's very smooth, very creamy, and yeah, the flavors are really, really, really strong. So yeah, same smoothness that we're getting, but I think the cherries really, really helping and sort of working. So really, really happy that it's still carrying on as it is, and so really good stick. Really, really, really good stick.
Actually, one thing that I'm noticing a lot now as well is that this has got a really nice finish to it. It's got a really light kind of leathery, just kind of. I mean, you can just taste it, and it keeps going.
Yeah, the finish. Yeah, the finish is all over your tongue. It doesn't just go away after you puff it out, and it's really, really nice. So I think it's the Belicosos Finos for me. Like, I've never had one before, and as I said, I keep saying it's stunning. Like, I'm so excited to sort of keep smoking this box, but we've got to ration it out and sort of. Well,
so from a price point perspective, let's be honest, we paid. What is that? Probably how much US per stick on these?
Let me quickly do the calculation.
380 Hong Kong.
Yeah, 380 Hong Kong. So that's roughly about 48 US a stick.
Yeah, and we. I mean, I'm super excited. I'm definitely gonna buy some more of the newer boxes and put those away for a while. On about 17 years. That's a little bit of a long time frame. I don't know if I'm that patient, but I'm hoping that they're as good or near as good. With 3, 4, 5 years on them.
Yeah.
Definitely going to go out and buy a few boxes of these.
Yeah, I'm happy to experiment and sort of see how they develop. But yeah, I'm just blown away how good this one is. When we bought these, the guy said that they were going to be amazing, but you always take it with a pinch of salt, like whether they are going to be. You never know. With a vintage box, you never can tell if it's going to be plugged or but yeah. these were great. Jaw's always been smooth. There's no issue. Burn's been quite good. The ash actually dropped off, but I probably got about 1.5 inches of ash before it dropped. So great construction on the cigar.
This would, I would, given what people have told me about Guinness, I've never had a Guinness. This would be like a Guinness.
Really? Yeah.
Full, tasty, thick, long finish.
How would you rate it so far? Like, what are you points wise you giving it so far? Like for the first couple of thirds?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I would say for this, for me, it would probably be maybe a 90, 91, 92.
I'm gonna go higher. Like it's up there with probably the top 2 or 3 cigars I've ever smoked. I think the top cigars I've had recently that are in that ballpark for me is a Belicosos Lusitania, this one, and actually a surprising one, an Alec Bradley Tempest, which was actually really, that was quite an aged one, right? How old was that one?
I'm guessing that was probably maybe 10 years old.
10 years old, so, but it was beautiful, but it's definitely in the top 3 sticks that I've ever smoked, and it's definitely worth the money, to be honest. But yeah, as I said, I think we're definitely going to invest in these, but for me, I'm going to rate it probably 93, 94. Like, I've had no issues with it really. I obviously don't want to rate it like super high, but I think it's going to be 93, 94. We'll see what the final third is, but I can't see it getting that much worse. For me, I'm really, really happy with the first 2 thirds already.
Okay, cool. Let's we'll come back to you guys at the end. Alright guys, we are. I was gonna say back for the final third, but I think we're more down to the final nub here. So
yeah, we got carried away. We were chatting, and then we forgot we had to do this last part. And we were like, oh yeah, we better get this recording for the last bit.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that speaks volumes in itself, in the sense that this was a good fucking cigar.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I think for me, this cigar was very consistent. I mean, I was getting little bumps here and there of kind of sweetness, almost here and there, almost a cocoa-iness. I mean, the overriding flavor to me was definitely, you know, a very nice, kind of smooth, kind of leathery, kind of characteristic. You know, it's kind of got that undertone of earthiness that I think you would kind of generally attribute to the Bolivar brand. At the very end, what I thought was quite interesting was I got a kind of a saltiness aspect there for the final third, and I thought that was actually quite nice. It was just kind of very, you know, slightly on the edge of, like, you know, either side of your tongue. Yeah, beautiful cigar. I would definitely, I would rate this. I would still, to be honest, I would rate this like a 92, because I need to leave a little. I mean, I've definitely had better cigars, not a lot of better cigars.
Yeah.
But I still need to leave a little bit at the top in terms of, you know, somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Somewhere to go.
Well, for me, I mean, as you can see, like, I've literally smoked it. It was almost burning my fingers off. Like, that's how good it was. It's been consistent. Like, yes, it didn't really develop too much. I mean, it got a little bit stronger, but not, I wouldn't say, too strong that I can't put it down. It was so good. Still had the sweetness all the way through the cigar. The cherry notes for me was the overriding flavour that I got quite a lot of. I got the earthiness as well. Smoke production was amazing. I think in general this is such a good cigar. I would rate it a little bit higher because for me, I've not had as many cigars as Nate, but I think I'd still rate it as a 93, 94. As I said, I'm hoping there's cigars out there that are like 95, 9 to 90.
Yeah, we'll get to those. We'll get to those.
Yeah, definitely a 94. I'm going to put it as a 94. Good, great, consistent, and I'm so excited that we've got loads left. Well, a few sticks left at least anyway, so that's the key. But yeah, great cigar. Yeah. So that was the Bolivar Belicosos Finos 2001. So yeah, if you can get those guys, I definitely recommend buying them.
Okay, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Cheers.
See you next time.